Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are reviewing for the first time a pen from the Italian maker Aurora. This pen, along with the black and chrome version, was sent to us by Aurora for reviewing purposes. When we finish, they will be sent back to them. So, this pen is an Aurora duo-card Burgundy and gold. The original version of this pen was released in the 1950s when pens with hooded nibs were being released all over the world, maybe influenced by the revolution started by the famous Parker 51. But we'll get back to this in a moment. First of all, this pen comes inside this cardboard box with a vintage image and a vintage design. Inside we have this foam, and then we have the pen case. We also have a certificate of authenticity. We have a converter and two blue cartridges. Also, we have an Aurora black ink bottle, and finally, and most important for what we are doing today, the case of the pen. This pen has a very clean design, and when we open it, it is all black, all inside black, just the red logo there. So let's see the pen. So about the pen, the pen has a very clean design, as you can see. The barrel and section are made of acrylic, and the cap is metallic. The barrel has a burgundy color and has a flat hand with a circular gold piece. The cap is gold colored with a series of 4 lines engraved, groups of 4 lines. I think you can see it here. Also engraved on the cap is Aurora, there on the cap lip, and on the other side, just let me try to focus this better. So we have Aurora, and in the other side, made in Italy. This is the outside. More about it. It has a medium-sized nib clip. It's not very long, and the clip is very springy, very easy to use. The closing mechanism of this pen is push fit. So when we remove the cap, and you have to make a little force to do that, so it closes quite strongly, you see. When we remove the cap, we have this ring with 3 lines engraved, and in this band, and we have a section or shell, black, not burgundy as the rest of the barrel, and the most important, we have a hooded nib. This hooded nib obviously has some inspiration maybe on the Parker 51. Here we can see Burgundy. Let's focus this further away. We have a Parker 51, also the same color scheme with a gold cap. And you can see there are several similarities, but this Aurora pen is a thicker pen, heavier pen, and the biggest difference that you can see on the outside is that here you have a black section, and here you have a section or hood the same color of the body of the barrel. So let's go back to the Aurora dual cart. The nib is made of steel, and it is gold plated. The filling system: you have to unscrew the barrel, and you have access to the inside, and it takes cartridges or converter. So this is where the thing gets interesting in an historical way. This pen gets the name from the first version of this pen that was really different from the other hooded nib pens that were around, because it had a filling system by cartridges, and it took not one but two smaller size cartridges. You could put one in here for writing and the other one inside the barrel, just as a spare cartridge. When this one got empty, you could put the other one. So now the Aurora makes only these standard long size cartridges, so this old dual cart pen can no longer take two cartridges, but the overall design is the same. Because Aurora has cartridges that may be compatible with the Parker cartridges, we could place two short Parker cartridges inside and use it as a real dual cart. Okay, we tried to do that, and it's not a good idea, just because the Parker cartridges, the one to write fits perfectly in the section, but the other one gets stuck here at the bottom of the barrel, and it's a nightmare to take it off. So it's not usable like that. Overall, we can say that this pen is very well built. It's made of acrylic, a nice shiny acrylic, flawless. It's really good. The color of the barrel is very nice, but we think we would prefer the color of a matching between the color of the section and the color of the barrel. We also would prefer a silver colored cap instead of a gold colored cap. However, these things that we are noticing that are not that perfect for us are perfectly achieved by the black and chrome version that Aurora sent me also. As you can see, it's black with a chrome cap, with a chrome ring and black section also. For us, in this design, this is the perfect pen. However, today we are talking about this Burgundy one. So let's just make a short writing test to see how it performs. So, today we are reviewing an Aurora duo card. The ink is the Aurora blue from one of the cartridges that came inside the box. The pen is the Aurora duo card Burgundy and gold. The nib is a gold plated nib, as I told you before, and it is an M nib. This is a characteristic of this pen. It is only available with an M nib. There's no other nib variations. Also, this nib, besides, although it is an M nib, it writes on the broad side on most of the papers. Here, because we are on the unusual Rhodia notepad, this pen writes very well, and it behaves like a real medium nib. But in other papers of lesser quality, you have a very thick line. In this pen, you don't have line variation, and as I told you, it is a wide line. If you want to write this in cheaper paper, be aware of this characteristic, and you may have to use drier ink, but it is perfectly usable and very nice. The nib is a smooth nib. It writes perfectly. It has perfect ink flow. It is quite wet, we think, because if we do like this, you can see it. But just be aware that this Aurora nib has some feedback. It's not scratchy. It performs very well, but it has some feedback. I don't know if you can hear it, but it definitely is audible, the noise. This pen, in our opinion, is long enough to use without the cap posted. However, you can post the cap, and it's very comfortable also. We don't think it gets back heavy because the cap goes great length onto the barrel, so it's not it doesn't become too long. We just think that the cap is not that securely posted. It won't fall easily, but it won't stay here forever. Now it is, but it's not the stronger posting we can have. The long section, we think this is also an advantage to be because it's very long. It allows you to choose how you like best to write. If you prefer to write with the fingers next to the nib, or if you prefer to use the pen in a more regular way, or even if you prefer to use, let me take this off, or if you prefer to use the pen higher. If you use the pen higher, it's perfectly comfortable, but you'll see it will not be in a comfortable place because it will skip from your hand. But it's very nice, very easy to use, very comfortable. I could imagine to write long pages with this pen. It costs about 140 euros. It's not the cheapest pen, but I think it's a really fair price for what you're getting. Maybe I wouldn't spend this much money in this particular pen, especially because of the gold trim, but I would definitely spend it on the chrome one, although the chrome one is even a little cheaper than this one. So if you want to try the feel of a vintage pen, a very classic looking pen and very classy pen that will sure make you look a little different from other users, this is the kind of Vintage, because it has all the design and all the characteristics of a vintage pen, but it is a modern one, so it will not have all the issues that you may find in a vintage pen, such as dried ink inside or any other kind of trouble. This is a new pen with a vintage soul, I would say that. So also very good for the users who love wet pens. It's not the broadest nib, not the finest nib, but definitely a really wet nib. What we have to say: thank you, Aurora, for giving us the opportunity to review this pen. Thank you all for watching this video review. Please subscribe our channel and keep checking our blog for other reviews and for the long written review of this pen that will be made soon. So goodbye and see you soon.